Hello from Gardening at Dwensa here in Ireland. And today it's really frosty and I have a good video for you. What we're going to do is we're going to divide some snowdrops. Okay, before we start the video, I want to introduce you to two young French girls who have come to help me here in the garden. So come on in, girls.
Hi, hello, I'm Lise. Hi, I'm Margot. And we're here for 1 week in Ireland to help Rachel in her beautiful garden.
Everyone knows the snowdrop, an absolutely adorable little bulb that arrives when it's snowing or when it's frosty and can even push up from underneath the snow. Okay, so why are we going to divide the snowdrops? And there are two reasons why we might do this. And the first is that when a bunch of snowdrops like this becomes too old and too dense in the centre, it might stop flowering. So you divide it to give it a bit more air and a bit more space and to allow it to flower again. But the second reason is a bit more obvious, and it's that everybody wants to have lots and lots of snowdrops in their garden. So we're going to divide these ones today so that we can have lots of snowdrops in the border. So what we're going to do is dig up one of these bunches of snowdrops and divide them and then distribute them all here in the border, where you'll see there's lots of space, empty space, waiting for that sea of snowdrops. Okay, so now we're going to dig up this clump of snowdrops. Isn't that right, Margot?
Yes, just this one or both of them?
Just that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So dig around it as best you can. Don't worry too much about the rhododendron.
It's gonna kill me.
And the most important thing is to be careful not to damage the little bulbs.
Yes.
But don't worry if you do damage the leaves. Now, snowdrops need to be divided in the green. The phrase in English is in the green, and that means when the leaves are still green. So you can actually wait until the flowers have gone over, but you need to have the leaves there to make sure they're in plump, ripe condition and won't dry out. I think you're going to have to come round.
Yes.
You can go a bit closer than that. Don't be
Okay.
so afraid.
Okay.
In fact, a good bit closer than that, Margot. You're
Again?
quite out
Like
in the bulbs. Yeah,
this?
perfect.
Okay. Okay, I think it's good.
Okay, now let me have a go. Oh, thank you. Hopefully this is loosened and we can just dig it up. Yeah. There you go. Okay. You have the roots of the tree in there, that's the problem.
Yes.
Alright, we'll put some more clumps down here. Okay, so we've dug up this clump of snowdrops and we're going to divide them, and I hope you're getting a good view there of Margot's wonderful chic style of clothing. What can I say? She came from France and she dresses like this. Okay, so we're going to pull this clump into parts with our hands. We don't want to use a spade because we don't want to damage the little bulbs. So if you just kind of get a little clump of them and worry it out. In English we say worry it out. Don't worry too much if some of the roots break, but the main thing is to make sure that the bulbs are intact.
So not so easy to get.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have all our clumps of snowdrops, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put them on the earth in the spots where we want to plant them. Very good. Just bear in mind that there are herbaceous plants under the soil level, so when we start to dig we're going to have to be careful not to dig something up.
Yes. Okay.
So now that we've put all the snowdrops around in the border where we want them to be, we're going to dig a hole. And the rule of thumb for planting any bulb, almost any bulb, is that we need to plant at 3 times the depth of the bulb. So we measure 3 times from the base of the bulb. So 1, 2, 3 times the depth. Now this isn't an exact science. Roughly 3 times the depth. So let's just make a little hole here. And take out any bigger stones at the bottom. And let's say that's about 3 times the depth. So we're going to put this nice little clump in here. Now, of course, we do this at this time of year when we can still see the leaves, because in summer snowdrops are invisible. The bulbs are beneath the earth and we can't find them if we do want to divide them then. And firm down. So tell me, do either of you have any plants at home in France?
At home, no.
No.
Well, what experience do you have? Have your parents got a garden?
Yes, my mother, she grow her own vegetables,
Very good.
and sometimes I'm gardening with her, which is nice. I like it.
And you get fresh vegetables. What does she grow? Tomatoes?
Yes, in summer, and in winter time, the pumpkins.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. They're always fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our video on dividing snowdrops.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Gardening at Duenza. Bye!
Bye!